You're listening to Sheep, where we put the funny back into the news. I'm Andrew Bolton, and with me, as always, my fellow sheepolite, Mel Fessenden. All right, and we are back with another episode.
Hello, everyone. It is me, Mel Bolton.
And it is I, Andrew Bolton. And together we are
The
Sheep. Damn good.
Yeah,
Yeah. You threw a "the" in there at the very beginning.
I did. That was my twist.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
New words.
Everything else was just raw talent.
Just slowly changed the title.
Yeah. The mongoose. You're like, what are you doing? Yeah. I'm not in love with the sheep anymore.
Really roundabout way of telling you.
Yeah. We talked about this.
All right, what stories you got going on?
Alrighty. So, we're going into our largest state for our first story.
Is this supposed to be a test for me?
Maybe.
I want to say it'd be Alaska, right?
Yeah, alright.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you'd think Texas. So, police in Alaska are investigating a social media photo of a woman who showed an officer her white privilege card instead of a driver's license during a traffic stop.
There's such a thing?
Yes. I think it's just like it's like a fake one. It's like a funny,
Oh,
white privilege card.
Okay.
You know, I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like you hand it to somebody who has white privilege showing.
Yeah, is this an announcement?
Like,
more of like a warning?
yeah. Or is it like, you know, just to be like funny, like does it have her photo on it or something like that? By the way, yeah.
Yeah.
So let's find out. So police in Anchorage, Alaska are investigating a viral social media post of a woman who showed police officers her white privilege card instead of her license during a traffic stop. I guarantee you that they're not investigating this.
No. But I mean, if she's been holding on to this whole time, she probably made it and she's like, I can't wait to speed. Or she's just been speeding continuously for weeks, hoping she's been caught.
Oh, bait.
Just really getting to places on time.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she's been doing. White privilege is awesome.
Everybody's true.
Yeah. So in a since-deleted Facebook post, Mimi Israela, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, said she was pulled over at around 3:43 a.m. That's
All right.
very exact, Mimi. After she arrived in Anchorage for a rally by former President Donald Trump. Oh. So she has a white privilege card and she's a fan of the Trumpster.
Oh, man.
So Israela wrote that the officer asked for her license and she couldn't find it. Oh, so she gave it to him as a joke. Like, hey, I don't have this, but I do have my white privilege card.
I can't see someone having even a fake card made for that.
I don't know. Women
I could see her just like pretending to hand a card and calling it that.
I don't know. The amount of stuff I've seen in a woman's purse, it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, and there are some pretty ingenious people out there.
Plus, then you got to think, not only is has her purse, but she also has the entire car. So, like, what do you have in your car, really? I've got my high school diploma in there.
You do.
Yeah, it stayed there the moment I got it.
No, my family got to see that.
Yeah, they were very impressed. My parents think you're stupid. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them my car for free. No questions. Then I'm going to put my high school diploma in there. And they're going to find it. And they're going to think I'm smirt. My own red herring, yeah. Mm-hmm. So when I saw my white privilege card, I gave it to him if it's okay. She wrote, he laughed and called his partner. It's their first time to see a white privilege card, she said.
Oh, so she really had it.
Yeah, I think that just really made him laugh.
Yeah.
I think she did a Gabriel Iglesias. By the way, I've seen the video. She's not white.
No, I was wondering with the name that you tried to pronounce.
Yeah.
Usually you can pronounce most white names.
Well, that's just because it's like Smith
Yeah.
or Warburton. I'm sorry. So in a screen grab of a video reportedly of Mimi's interaction posted on Twitter, she can be heard asking the officer, "Why? You like my white privilege card?" Because he was laughing.
Yeah.
In the video, the officer replied, "That's hilarious." I gave it away.
Oh.
Yeah, it's darn. So the top of the card reads, "White privilege card trumps everything."
I'm guessing they were handing these out at the rally.
Yeah, somebody was.
Yeah.
There's probably a booth out there, right? So on her social media accounts, Israela described herself as Pine, a woman of Filipino origin. All right, so Filipino. So in a press release, APD Chief Michael Curl said the profession does not tolerate, practice, condone, facilitate, or collaborate with any form of discrimination. You know what's so upsetting?
What?
Is that when you're speaking to the press, you have to list literally all of those things, because otherwise the headline would say, Chief Michael Curl said that he condones any form of discrimination, but he does tolerate it. And he's like, damn it, I should have said I don't tolerate it. Okay, I'll add that.
No.
So it's a shame you have to list off all of these verbs.
And descriptors, I just got lost track of all the different verbs that you took out.
Oh, so he said tolerate, practice, condone, facilitate, or collaborate.
Yeah.
Sounds like a slam poem.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying? We do not tolerate, practice, condone, facilitate, or collaborate. And they're all...
I guess so. I've never gone to a slam poetry before.
No one has.
Oh.
Okay? You just see them on TV, and it looks horrible, so you don't want to go.
Yeah, even on TV, the only one I saw was he had a dog named Pluto. What was his name? Goofy. The Goofy movie? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did do that, didn't he?
Yeah, when he goes to college.
Yeah.
He goes and sees some slam poetry. And even as a kid, I was like, no.
Well, that was I feel like that was early 2000s, right?
Yeah.
So I guess do you think that's how slam poetry was viewed back in the day?
I don't know. I just saw it and I was like, that's what happens at college? That stinks.
Yeah. I don't want to go.
Where's the slip and slide?
Yeah. I guess that's a fair thing. So, our mission is to protect and serve our community in the most professional and compassionate manner possible. Our vision is to create an environment where everyone matters. As the chief of police, I take these two statements to heart. We must work hard to foster a healthy relationship with the community and work even harder to maintain that relationship. We will continue to work diligently to maintain a positive...
I know. This is repetitive.
See what I mean? But he has to... Maybe this guy's actually just a repetitive human being.
He could be. And he thinks to himself, this is really nailing it home for me. But it's just, you're losing him, sir. You've said the same thing 5 times.
Yeah. You're a fan of Tolkien, aren't you?
Got it the first time.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We get it. It's a treat. Yeah. That makes me understand. He goes, we do not tolerate. That's not enough. Tolerate, or I wish there was...
I need to show him I know more big words.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think it's that. I think he just literally... I think we need to just show him that he knows big words. I don't think that's literally correct. And then, and then I...
Immediately
use
showboat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyways, let's keep it going.
So did they the question is, did she get out of the ticket?
She did.
Yeah.
She did.
Good for her.
Let's see here. So Celeste Hodge Groudon, a president of the Alaska Black Caucus. I feel like there can't be many people.
I don't even understand what that means. What's
president of the Alaska Black Caucus?
Yeah, what's a Black Caucus?
I It's
It
just...
doesn't even sound like I'm saying it right.
Well, it's the Alaska Black Caucus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I knew what Alaska is. I
AB
got the location.
Okay, so you've never heard of the ABC?
No.
I have no idea.
Okay, sorry.
Let's look it up. Home, AlaskaBlackCaucus.com. Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Always remember, you have within you the strength, the patience, and the passion to reach for the stars and change the world. Yeah, quote by Harriet Tubman. It just seems like it's a like a black website. I don't know how to describe it.
Okay, all right. Maybe the story will tell us more about it.
I don't think it will. I'm on here. Oh, it's got a cart. You can buy stuff here.
Is it a club or is it a organization? Like, what is this? Is it
Now
a
that-
town?
Yeah.
It's a town?
No, it's not a town. It seems like it's a company or like a government entity that just helps out Alaskan black people.
Okay. All right. Little understanding about the subject of matter.
Hey, here's a button for me. Allies for Change. Become an ally. Current initiatives. Nah, that sounds like a lot.
Yeah, I think you got to fill out some forms.
Sorry, guys. Not right now. Let's see here. I know there are... let's see here. So she, president of the Alaska Black Caucus, told the AP she was disappointed by the social media post. I don't know. I think it's funny. I think it was meant to be a joke, and I think... maybe don't take everything so seriously in the world because not everybody all the time is taking the world that serious.
Yeah.
You kind of got to match their energy a little bit on that one.
Yeah, you gotta pick the flag that you're gonna run with as you carry your position in office. And I feel like she's really blowing up more smoke out of nothing.
Yeah, like I would be much more inclined to be understanding if somebody was like, hey, what do you think about this that happened on the social media thing? And they go, I think it was meant to be a joke.
Yeah.
And they go, oh, okay. Because not everything in this world is, black and white.
Yeah. It's just not everything has to have a point to it.
Right.
Just enjoyment is fine enough.
Yeah. Like back when we were all monkeys swinging in trees. That was a good time.
Went a weird direction with that.
Yeah, it was the last time we were ever like that. Anyways, just enjoyed and survived.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. So, West Virginia woman emerges from 2-year coma and names her brother in attack.
Ooh, that's juicy. Couldn't have written it better in a soap opera.
Nope. I would be pretty irritated, though, waking up after 2 years and knowing that he's,
Yeah, he's still just around.
I go, oh, you guys didn't solve this?
Oh, yeah. Well, I can point him out.
Yeah. But I guess to you, it wouldn't, what is 2 years to you?
Even if, gosh, there is a chance she could be incorrect because she has been in a coma for 2 years. Who knows if she's just been living a dream life.
Yeah, right. How long do you think a 2-year coma would be for, a sleep?
A long time. I mean, you just think about how long your dreams feel before you wake up.
Yeah.
I've gotten a lot of stuff done. I don't remember it.
Yeah. You have that one tear that goes down because you just go, I just lost that life.
Yeah. I had a family.
Oh, my God. They're all gone. All right. Let's see what's happening here. So, a West Virginia woman emerged from a 2-year-long coma to identify her brother as the attacker that beat her into unconsciousness, a new report said. Brutal.
Gosh. And, what if he's two-faced?
Oh, he
That'd
probably
be so
is.
dark and twisted.
Why are you... One paragraph is all it takes. I've got a character. He probably is. He beat his sister to unconsciousness.
Yeah.
Probably meant to kill her. So Wanda Palmer, obviously a white person because I can pronounce that name. Yeah. Point proven, Mel. Way to go. Had been savagely bludgeoned in the head with a machete or hatchet at her Cottageville home in June of 2020, West Virginia Metro News reported. When we got there, to be honest, we thought that she was dead, Jackson County Sheriff Ross Mellinger said, according to the outlet.
Okay, so he wasn't at the scene. Or maybe he was. I guess that didn't really give anything away.
Yeah. Huh. You're looking too hard.
Yeah, it was. Jump the gun.
Yeah. What clues did he just give me? This is all a riddle. So let's see here. So when we got there. So detectives had not been able to identify her assailant and were shocked when they got a call from Palmer's care facility last week saying that the victim had regained consciousness.
And she remembers.
Yeah. Well, probably a nightmare.
Gosh.
So we had a little bit of an idea what happened, but the problem was the nuts and bolts of the case we had nothing to go on.
So you didn't.
Yeah,
really.
so you had nothing.
You did nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you collected evidence. Hopefully, that's the bare minimum you could do.
Yeah.
Huh.
No,
yeah,
no DNA
I
left?
guess, well, the thing is, if he is known to frequent that house, his fingerprints will be overlooked.
Oh, because, yeah, they're on everything anyways.
No. And who knows if he managed to hurt himself while it happened.
Oh.
She was bludgeoned, so he was using an object.
How terrifying. 2 years this guy's had to be like, oh, my God, if she wakes up.
Yeah, she must have
Not
recovered pretty well to the point where she was living on her own. I don't know how hooked up to a machine she was, but I feel like she was on the stronger side of comas.
I feel so as well. I think it was like a B plus.
I never thought I would say something like that.
I think it was like a B plus coma. So there were no eyewitnesses. Nobody lived in the home. No surveillance footage. No cell phone records. There was virtually nothing there to move forward on, Mellinger said, according to the outlet.
So he just blitzed her out of nowhere.
Seems like it. So despite suffering severe brain damage, Palmer could still communicate with detectives and told them her brother Daniel Palmer was the man who clobbered her into comatose.
I hope they're able to find evidence to back her up.
Yeah, because otherwise I don't know if that'll stand.
Yeah, I don't, as a jury, I don't know how comfortable people would feel about putting a guy in jail based off of the eyewitness being someone with brain damage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, even if everything she says is true.
Right.
Yeah. So hopefully, now that they have a direction, although I'm sure they looked into the brother. Usually they check out family members first when they don't have a lead.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Close relatives and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So, the keys to the whole thing lay with the victim herself, and with her unable to communicate, we were left with nothing. Now, lo and behold, 2 years later, and boom. No, you can't say boom.
Yeah, that just loses all the weight that you were building on that one. Pow!
Yeah.
Kazam!
Kablammy! You're like, so now, lo and behold, let's do it without the boom, just to prove it to him, okay? So we'll do it with boom afterwards, and boomless first time.
Yeah, he needs this lesson.
Yeah. So now, lo and behold, 2 years later, and she's awake and able to tell us exactly what happened. Or, now, lo and behold, 2 years later, and boom, she's awake and able to tell us exactly what happened.
It makes me laugh every time. I will say the first time, it got very quiet around me. I could feel my heartbeat.
Yeah, it was emotional.
Very tense.
Yeah.
Second one,
yeah.
just very, it's a lot lighthearted.
Yeah, yeah. Anyways.
Yeah.
He understands. Now, boom. Boom, roasted.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So Daniel Palmer was arrested for attempted murder and malicious wounding. So we'll see. We will see. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I just, I'd have to see how much evidence they find in this. And I hope they get him to confess.
Yeah, confession would be nice.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, moving on. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, you hate to see this happen. New Jersey transgender woman transferred from women's only prison after impregnating 2 inmates.
Yeah. It's kind of proving a point. And it's if I want to look at it big picture wise, because I never thought that this was ever going to work.
What, sending
a transgender woman
into a female prison?
Especially one that hasn't gone through the actual physical change.
I would commit so many crimes to get into a female prison. Well, you would be king or you would be bottom bitch. You can't be anywhere in the middle.
Really?
Yeah, as a dude, you'd either be like, it'd be the Amazonians and they would just like do whatever they wanted to you because they all banded together.
Yeah, you're just too different.
Yeah, or you become their leader. Those are the only two options.
I want to say that it's a much more
nuanced.
Yeah, it's.
I think there's
a lot of different categories that you could be in.
In this case, it's black and white in prison.
It's not just like a straight up scale.
No, there's no
branch
hierarchy.
Out sideways.
You're either bottom bitch or you're queen bee. Those are your only two choices in prison.
Anyways, I thought this would go this way. So big picture wise, it's a little bit satisfying to hear this, but also, I mean, if these ladies didn't consent to this transgender woman having sex with them, I do feel bad for them because they're kind of stuck in this place. And
if it makes you feel any better, it was consensual.
Oh, it does actually.
Yeah.
And I can talk more freely.
Yeah. Don't you love it when a lesbian brings her own dildo to a prison?
No, I'm changed, but I want to keep it.
I would, to be honest with you. The surgery.
You are also just a guy.
Well, we'll see.
And you believe you're a guy.
Hey, it's fluid. Everything's in motion. You never know.
Yeah, it's true. Could change any moment like that.
Yeah, don't tempt me.
Could be my wife.
Yeah, that's right. Remember to turn the socks inside out. Oh, that's how good of a wife I would be.
It's never happening.
Damn. So, let's go. A transgender woman incarcerated at a woman's only prison in New Jersey has been moved to another facility after impregnating 2 female inmates earlier this year, according to a local report. Man, it's like Nick Cannon.
Yeah, because she impregnated 2 ladies, her fate is sealed to go back to the male prison. Because like if she'd only done one, she could have been like true love.
Yeah.
She's a player.
Yeah, supply and demand. You know, this is simple. So
I wonder how long she was there before
probably
she developed such an intimate relationship with these ladies.
And you know it was more than just 2. Just 2 got pregnant.
That's true.
You know what's going to be hilarious? When they have to start bringing in tampons and condoms into female prisons.
Ooh. No, I want to say there's going to be more of these cases, and then we're all going to be like, you know what? This was a bad idea. They're not going to try this.
I don't know.
Too much longer. I don't think.
You never know. I'm just saying.
Because girls will just keep getting pregnant.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
All right.
Maybe you can just give them a vasectomy, and then on the way out, you fix the vasectomy.
Yeah, but then you just don't know that they're doing it.
Yeah. But that would fix your problem overall.
The immediate problem, but it's fixing the surface problem when there's a root to this problem. Yeah. Because I don't think they're supposed to enjoy themselves in prison.
Oh, that's the whole thing.
Yeah, that's also a part of it.
Right.
Just turning a female prison into a brothel. The male prison would lose half its convicts.
Hey, Epstein's prison or Epstein's Island is gone. You know, the rich and famous need a new thing. So, Demi Minor, 27, was transferred last month from the Edna Mehan Correctional Facility in Clinton to Garden State Youth Correctional Facility a prison for young adult offenders located in Burlington County. Dan Sperezza, a spokesman for the state's Department of Corrections, told NewJersey.com. Sperezza said Minor, who is serving a 30-year sentence for manslaughter, is currently the only woman incarcerated at the facility and was placed in the vulnerable unit. He couldn't comment further on Minor's housing situation due to NJDOC's privacy policies. Minor's moves comes after the paper reported in April that Sperezza said it appeared two women at Edna Mahan became pregnant after consensual sexual relationships with another incarcerated person.
Yeah. So how old is, what was it, Edna?
No, Edna's the place.
Oh, okay.
Her name is Demi.
Okay.
And she's 27.
Still pretty young. I don't know if transferring
to youth
to a youth one. I feel,
but she's.
It's just we now have this new type of person, I would say. Just because I probably lack the vocabulary for this, but where she can't be held as a female because she's doing a very male thing to them, which is getting them pregnant, sowing her seed, and
more man than I am.
And then because they still have in the category of their mind is she's still a woman, she can't go back to the male prison, so they put her in a youth center.
Yeah.
For troubled youths, and I guess they're all guys there.
Mm-hmm.
I think she should go back to the male prison.
Yeah.
I think we just don't know what to do, and we're just throwing her just random places.
Yeah, we're figuring things out. This is all still fairly new territory for everybody, and I think
but they don't want to admit they're wrong and send her back.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. You know, you never want to.
Yeah.
You never want to. So, Minor has since claimed in a July 15th post written on her website, Justice for Demi, that corrections officers beat her during her transfer. The Department of Corrections told NewJersey.com that it is investigating but could not comment further. Great. Another two abandoned children. So NJDOC cannot comment on any active investigations. Department has a zero tolerance for abuse, and the safety and security of the incarcerated population and staff are of critical importance. Yeah, I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah. Are you saying you don't believe what he's saying, or if a beating happened?
I need evidence for a beating.
Just with all of the use of video footage we have, just for security reasons.
Yeah, I feel like I would have seen that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that feels like that'd be top news.
Yeah, I don't think they would be able to keep that under wraps for long.
Yeah, neither do I. So, Edna Mahan Correctional Facility has faced a long string of sexual sex assault scandals. Nobody cares about all this. Da-da-da-da-da. Sperezza told the paper that the NJDOC continues to operate under the policy. The department is currently reviewing the policy for housing transgender incarcerated persons with the intention of implementing minor modifications. That's a vasectomy. Minor modifications, that's what a woman says to her husband when she wants him to get snipped.
Yeah, he might. Well, at least it's somewhat reversible. Mostly reversible, but
yeah,
I feel like you shouldn't do it too often.
No. Snipped, unsnipped, snipped, unsnipped.
There was that guy on, it wasn't Jerry Springer. It was something similar to that. Where he reversed it twice.
It was Michael Scott on...
No, there was a real life one too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, they have no idea what to do with these people.
Ow. And I think we're making this out to be a very
complicated when it could be simple, is what you're saying?
It is, but to do it my way is to do exactly what the people who support transgender community would be against, which is me just saying, no, they're still in the male prison. So I would be hitting a rock wall, and probably am.
Yeah. Yeah, because you don't want to... Yeah, how would you do it? It'd be tough. It's a complicated...
Yeah, my solution is to not do what they're saying.
Yeah. Well, obviously, it seems to be working so far. Anyways, moving on, but not moving that far away. All right. The University of Pennsylvania is slammed for nominating Leah Thomas for NCAA's Woman of the Year award. There you go.
Who's Leah Thomas?
The swimmer from UPenn who won the 500 meter.
Is there anything else I should know about her?
She used to be a man.
Okay, that's the tidbit
Okay.
I'm looking for. I remember her now.
Yeah. Okay, bigot.
Well, I'm just saying. I was like, this wouldn't be this wouldn't be shocking news. We wouldn't cover it if it was just a lady getting it.
Yeah.
She would either have to be originally a man, or maybe she was like a past abuser, just like something really shocking.
I gotcha. So the University of Pennsylvania is facing a wave of criticism from professional athletes for nominating transgender college swimmer Leah Thomas for the National Collegiate Athletic Association's 2022 Woman of the Year award.
I hope you guys don't do that.
Nope, dudes are taking another two, man. First, it was Caitlyn Jenner.
If you are for the feminist movement of women's rights, you would not stand for this at all.
Yeah, why?
It's just, we ladies are striving to compete in our fields, in the various sports, with likewise peers who also have the basic set of DNA I do. We're the same basic human beings with minor changes in our genetics, appearance-wise.
Right.
You know, and I don't mean like an extra member down there and no boobs.
You're just talking about like strength, height,
yeah,
lung capacity.
And guys are genetically made completely different. Like they have larger lungs, larger heart. They're just, even like in the skeletal core of their being, they're built stronger.
Yeah.
And so I feel like the feminist movement should be more rejecting this.
You won an award, didn't you, when you were in high school?
Yeah, I did.
What were you again?
I was the female field hockey player of my region.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you would have been quite upset if a transgender would have taken it?
Oh, I would have been livid.
Yeah.
And I feel for these girls that are competing now, because I had a lot of fun. It was a big part of my life when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And so I'm baffled that they're doing this. But also they gave it to, it's not Bruce Jenner anymore. Caitlyn.
Yeah, Caitlyn Jenner. Let's find out. So this is yet another slap in the face to women. Riley Gaines, a University of Kentucky swimmer who was also nominated for the award. Well, I would have appreciated it if it was somebody who wasn't nominated, but still.
Yeah, I'm guessing they chose her just because she's very close to the issue.
Yeah. So first, if you think so,
yeah.
Kentucky's like, we're going with a woman who's against this. So first, a female national title, and now nominated for the Pinnacle Award in collegiate athletics. The NCAA has made this award worthless.
Yeah.
I'll call
it has no weight to it.
Yeah, but I also think this could be a how do I say this? She's looking for votes. By being outspoken about this issue and being the first one to be outspoken, it's a form of bravery, and that's what everybody preaches. She could be genuinely saying this, and she probably does feel this in some sort of way, but broadcasting it in this way, she's definitely looking for votes.
Maybe. I mean, they could have interviewed other ladies about this, and she just happened to be the person they chose.
Well, she tweeted it.
Oh, okay, I see. I don't know. I would probably, for the most part, agree with you, except I'm worried because when this first started happening, I had thought, I was like, okay, this won't last long. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But this has continued on for a few years, and I'm worried that if we don't take our stand, that it's just going to keep on going and getting worse and worse. Because I just thought it would naturally show itself to not be a true competition.
What if we just waited for one Olympics and just see how many golds we bring home? and then we have this discussion.
It would just be the men's Olympics.
Yeah.
And there would be from all of the countries, if they all sent in their top athletes and they're allowing in transgenders.
Not all of them. There's not that many transgender. People don't transition for sports. I'm sure there is one or two psychos out there.
For sports now. But now that they're shown to be proven success with this.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Inspiring.
Well, it's just if those gates are open now, there's going to be a few people that are after fame.
Okay, fair enough. So, Thomas, who won the 500-yard freestyle at the... I like how they use their last name, Thomas, instead of the first name. That's mean. Who won the 500-yard freestyle at the 2022 NCAA Women's Division Swimming and Diving Championships earlier this year, is one of 577 graduating female student athletes nominated by their schools for the prestigious award. All right, so a lot of people in the running. So the 22-year-old's record-smashing season this year has been mired in controversy, with some critics claiming competing in the women's division gave her an unfair advantage because she was biologically born a male. Bigots. So this award combines athletic performance with academic service and character. What character has Thomas shown other than sheer selfishness and entitlement? Gaines continued. Wow, this is a long tweet.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
Now, this sounds like... Never mind. She's going hard. This feels like it's coming from the heart.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm resonating with her.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
My fist is up.
Yeah, what is going on here? I just got synced. My God.
I don't know what that means.
With her, never mind.
Oh.
Time of the...
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not at all how that works.
I think it is, right? You just have to be inspired by another woman. So Gaines continued, accusing Thomas of showing disrespect and disregard for other female athletes. Tennis legend Martina Navratilova also criticized the decision. What is wrong with you? Question mark, exclamation, 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 question mark.
Yeah.
She tweeted at the NCAA. Former NCAA swimming champ Marcy Smith, an outspoken critic against transgender women on competing in women's sports, said UPenn is doubling down on their anti-woman campaign. I don't think it's anti-woman. I don't think they're trying to be anti-woman. Let me put it that way.
No,
I think
we're just allowing them to thrive in a field that hasn't been open to them previously.
Yeah. Right.
I don't think they're trying to just sabotage women. I don't think that's their goal. I think they want to be
politically correct, and I think they want to be, and they've already gone, well, we've gone down this way, and this group of people already hate us, so we got to make this group of people love us.
Yeah. I just don't think sports are the way to go.
No. People love sports.
Yeah.
You're starting to screw with things that people really, really love.
Well, competition has, I want to say, been around
Forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in May, Thomas acknowledged the criticism against her in an interview. We've already heard this stuff, but this is what she said. I knew there would be scrutiny against me if I competed as a woman, and I was prepared for that, the star athlete said. I intend to keep swimming. It's been a goal of mine to swim at the Olympic trials for a very long time, and I would love to see that through. The only thing that I have a problem with...
Should have been the male... Okay, sorry. I'm just harping.
I can tell. You've been... I get it, sister.
Okay.
All right. Power to the people. Okay. I just don't understand from an athlete's perspective. I could never imagine sacrificing my strength. Like if I wanted to... She said a goal of hers was to always be the... She goes, I intend to keep on swimming. It's been a goal of mine to swim at the Olympic trials for a very long time. So, with that being said, as somebody who's an athlete, I would try to be gaining power as much as possible, or at least wait until I made the swim. It doesn't make sense from an athlete's perspective because I would never sacrifice strength. I'd be an athlete before I was a dude. You know what I mean?
I can see what you're saying. Yeah.
Like, I think if you told a lot of female athletes, hey, I can turn you into a dude, and you would you'd attain everything that you have just as a male version. And they would go, yeah, let's do it. Because they're an athlete, and they want to see what that's about.
Yeah, because right now, he's, or she is contradicting herself. Because by making the sex choice she did, she's saying, no, I want, my journey right now is about being a woman.
Not about being an athlete.
Yeah, but also she says she's had this goal for a long time, and she wants to be in the Olympics, which makes me think that she was at first aiming for the male Olympics.
Yeah, she was like in the 500s.
Yeah. So if you were truly an athlete that was trying to compete, you would have kept going on the male Olympics because that was already the challenge you would set for yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Hard to understand. I'm not in their high heels, so.
That's a good one.
So, moving on.
Yeah.
Here is a freaky one. He wanted to play doctor on us. Terrifying stranger secretly lived in our home.
Ew. I've seen the house recordings of like times people have discovered they've had
somebody living there.
Yeah, because they have, for some reason they'll hear things in the middle of the night, so they set up like these little security cameras, and then you just all of a sudden see someone come down from the ceiling.
You made a hand motion like it's a spider.
Yeah.
They come down like a spider.
It was really freaky.
Yeah, and I bet it would be. So it was like the bike. So it was the bike sitting outside that tipped off Brittany and James Campbell that something was amiss. The couples and their 2 young sons had been away from their Honolulu home for about a week. They returned home on September 20th, 2019, to find something terrible.
The bike was outside.
James went to open his home's front door, but found he couldn't. A stranger was inside, pulling it closed.
Oh.
I feel like you push a door open, right?
No, you open a door. Our door, it depends on how your door is set up, really, because I've had it both ways. But yeah, our door, you would push it closed if you were on the inside.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it would make more sense if it was the other way around because prying versus pushing. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, security purposes, I'm sure there's advantages. But it feels like if you had a door that pushes, that to get inside you have to push it open, that kind of feels like you're keeping people inside.
Deep thoughts.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So James went to open his door, couldn't because a stranger was inside pulling it closed. There's a man peeking through the door. He's trying to hold it shut, the man says. This is not your house. Just very calmly. And the man says, this is not your house. Just very calmly, he said that.
Oh, man. Jedi mind tricked him.
Yeah. James, 36, who is in the U.S. Navy, recalls, I am floored. Yeah, I'd be pissed, too.
And they're like, no, get this fool out of here.
He goes, this is not your house. I go, oh.
Mm.
I apologize that my key works perfectly in your door. I am so sorry.
How embarrassing.
I must have the wrong street or something. Honey, we don't live here. See, there's a bike out front. That's not ours. Crazy. So James grabbed a sledgehammer for protection and managed to get the man out of the house. Well, a sledgehammer would get me out of the way. While Brittany called 911. Once the intruder was in the front yard, James says, we notice he's wearing my clothes. Things are getting crazier by the moment. I would be upset if somebody was wearing my clothes.
I'm just glad he's the type of criminal that let him know he was there right away. He could have been like hiding in the house.
Yeah, I guess he could have been.
Yeah, but he decided, he's like, nope.
He goes,
Who's
no.
there?
Yeah. Password. So the police arrived and arrested the man, a 23-year-old named Ezekiel Zayas. But after he was hauled away, the nightmare was just beginning.
Ooh, he came back.
The inside of their home was in utter chaos. Pots and pans were piled on top of each other. Yeah, I love making forts out of pots and pans. In the living room, James's musical equipment had all been taken out. Their bedroom was in complete disarray. What do you think his thought process was? So they just get back after a week, and he goes, now is the time to conquer. And so he just takes everything out.
I think he just did it over the whole time that they were gone.
Right. I think he just screwed around, but I think it was, I don't know. I'm trying to think that if he had planned this, it would be funny.
Yeah. Like
he goes,
maybe he thought he'd be out of there before they got back.
I don't know. Maybe he just thought that he's like, all right, they're gone forever. You know, maybe that's just how his mind works.
Could just be a mentally handicapped person, crazy person.
Yeah, maybe. So it was just trashed. Brittany, 37, and a stay-at-home mom told the Post. I don't like adding that. What they found next was much more upsetting. Someone had used one of their old laptops to record disturbing diary entries and details about the family.
Oh, man.
So there were all of these typed notes called the Omnivore Trials, a rehabilitation for rat-like people.
Okay, he's crazy.
James says on the show. So this is when we realized this person had been in our home a lot longer. Yeah, he had been in there since the beginning.
Oh my gosh. And then, I guess he must have thought they were gone forever.
He golemed them.
Dang.
How long do you think he stayed up in his little, hidey hole before he finally came to here? I guess...
He probably didn't hear them for 2 days. He checked it out.
Well, he also probably knew... He probably heard him talking if he knows... If he was living in the ceiling.
That's true.
So Brittany noticed knives that had been laid out next to the computer, and she found a typed manifesto about gruesome plans for the Campbells, including surgeries such as sexual reconstruction and a hand transplant.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. I'm glad he was dumb enough to get caught.
Yeah. So he wanted to play doctor on us, and not in the cute little kid way, Brittany said. He wrote about how he could make us into perfect people.
Yeah.
The biggest insult of all.
He's
We're
a
not
real
already
life-
perfect?
He's a real life human centipede maker.
Yes. We finally found him. She also found a video that the intruder had made on her computer, apparently while in the nude. This guy had been sitting naked in my chair. That's disgusting.
Among other things. I mean, he's burn the clothes, burn the chair.
I don't know.
Maybe just refurbish your whole house.
You might have to move.
Yeah. Moving might be a strong choice there.
I mean, I know it might be a perfect house, but you might have to move.
I would be curious at how his room was doing.
You'd go up to his room?
I would check it out. Like, how well was he moved in?
Yeah. Oh my God, this place is amazing. I love what he's done with the place.
He has a pet up here?
This is crazy. He has an iguana. That makes sense. That makes sense. So suddenly the family regarded strange occurrences in the home in recent months. A computer's webcam turned on in the middle of the night, doors that were left open or unlocked, the dog barking with fresh horror, such is often the case with phrogging victims. What's phrogging? Do you know what phrogging is?
I don't.
Let's look up phrogging. I think it's I don't think it's a real word. I think it's some.
But you see, his dog was reacting.
So you're saying.
And they should have looked. And you made fun of me the other day when I checked out what our dog was barking at in the house.
Yeah, you just wanted me to look.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I went and I grabbed the rolling pin.
Oh, right. Because what intruder doesn't want pie? So what is the meaning of phrogging? The crime of individuals secretly living in someone's home is known as phrogging. Okay. Oh, did you look at that?
I thought it was squatting.
No, I guess squatting is when they're not home.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah. So it starts out slowly. Things go missing. You know what's hilarious? There are people in other country going, how can someone live with you? How big is your house that someone can live with you and you don't know that they live with you? And you're like, that is, I guess that's why we invented
weirdly
the word.
A common occurrence.
Yeah.
We've had multiple cases.
That's about par for the course here. Yeah. So it starts out slowly. Things go missing, said Everlith, adding that people are more apt to believe that they are living with a ghost than a long-term trespasser. I think it's easier. You think it's an urban myth, but it's more common than you think.
I guess it was more common than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
Forget about paranormal, guys. You just have somebody living in your attic.
Yeah. That's less terrifying, I guess. So it is still unclear how Zayas got into the Campbell's two-story house or how long he lurked there. But the journal mentioned very personal details about them, such as the fact that Brittany was undergoing fertility treatments, which the couple hadn't shared with anyone. So yeah, he knew a lot.
Yeah.
So the strangest thing is, what if he just wrote some really beautiful things about them? He's like,
I think that ship sailed.
I know, but wouldn't it be funny? Because he said he wanted to make them into perfect people, which he sees potential in them at least.
Even if he wrote really beautiful things about them, I don't think it would come off anything but creepy.
Well, yeah, but maybe he's really handsome too.
Yeah, that's when you just hope the couple just remembers everything he's done.
Yeah,
I don't think handsome people in real life get away with things like this. I think this is pretty.
Oh yeah, what about that one guy
far.
that you told me about that slept with the dude's wife?
Oh yeah.
And then slept with him, then slept with the child, then went back to the wife and husband, slept with them, and then kept sleeping with the child.
I guess he was like a moderately good-looking guy, but he knew how to manipulate people's emotions and make them dependent on him. Yeah. That was what he did.
Okay, so not handsome.
No.
All right, fair enough. So.
And if anyone's curious, it's Abducted in Plain Sight on Netflix.
Go check it out. So let's see here. The strangest thing is he knew that he knew medical information about us. She told the Post. It's really bizarre. After his arrest, Zayas was charged with burglary and released shortly after he was arrested again. This time for allegedly vandalizing a Buddhist temple. So he doesn't even respect Buddhism, guys.
No, I think he's a pretty vile human being.
While in a correctional facility for that crime, Zayas allegedly killed a fellow inmate, 62-year-old Vance Grace.
So he is a proven murderer.
Yep, there we go. He was charged with murder in the first and second degrees in the fall and pleaded not guilty. The man was found unfit to proceed and is currently at the Hawaii State Hospital, according to court records. So he's mentally unstable.
I hope that hospital has a good security then.
Yep.
Because this guy can't get out. He already knows how to hide himself and go unnoticed.
Yeah. So the Campbells, meanwhile, are still recovering from the strange, harrowing ordeal and have since moved out of their Honolulu house and away from Hawaii. Yeah. That'd be pretty I don't know if I could sleep in the bed anymore.
Oh, no. Yeah, Yeah. It's kind of crazy that, you wouldn't notice something like that at all.
Yeah.
It would make you second guess everything.
A lot of things.
Oh, yeah. And anything in the future, too.
Yeah, my hope. Maybe just start noticing things.
Yeah.
Who knows? Yeah.
It was. They kind of only found this all out in one day, too. There was no lead up to it. They had no idea this guy had been in their house up until this moment. So all of a sudden, they just had this shock of a lifetime.
Yeah.
Really?
Really.
You can't trust yourself anymore.
So this is an incident that has really affected us psychologically as a family. It's uprooted our entire lives, Brittany says. Recovering from this has been really difficult.
They probably had the best vacation before they came back, too.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, they're like, it's so good to be home.
Nothing happened this vacation. We didn't fight.
Yeah. Oh, the kids were so good. Yeah. They were perfect. And he's like, well, almost perfect. And then they read the journal.
Yeah.
It's like, this guy knew. All right. Creepy dude.
Very creepy dude.
And we are moving on. Hope you get help.
Yeah.
All right. So, for the finale today, guys, we are almost finalizing. But remember that love triangle yoga instructor that killed the cyclist?
This has been a long time coming.
So, we now know what was going on.
All right. Full story, guys.
Yeah, so love triangle murder suspect Caitlin Armstrong allegedly told Suitor she had a traumatizing breakup. I would bet.
Yeah. Who's the suitor?
Just some dude she met down there.
Oh, okay. All right. So after she ran away, she tries to lose herself in, what was it, Mexico?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica. And then she also meets someone after she just killed because of her jealous rage.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what you do when you're crazy.
Okay. All right. Just making sure I knew how fast she moved on.
It probably, I mean, in all fairness, it probably was traumatizing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a breakup. So the text, she goes, you have no idea. She was underselling it, if anything. I come with baggage.
Yeah.
Are you prepared to live on the run?
Do you have any other girlfriends right now? It is important you tell me now.
Yeah. So the Texas yoga teacher accused of gunning down a romantic rival allegedly shut down any chance of a relationship with an admirer while hiding out in Costa Rica, telling him she'd just gotten out of a traumatizing breakup.
Yeah.
So she shut him down. She turned him down at least. That's nice.
Yeah. I don't know why this is really coming. Well, I don't know why this third person's being brought up, really, but yeah.
Oh, who, the guy?
Yeah.
Oh, because he's the one that fills us in on everything that was going on.
Oh. Wow. Okay.
Because they were friends.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So Caitlin Armstrong, 34, went out with the suitor a couple of times while she was on the lam in the days following the May 11th murder of pro cyclist Anna Mariah Wilson, who had a fling with Armstrong's live-in boyfriend. I don't know if they're trying to make boyfriends sound more like reasonable with live-in boyfriend. I know they live together. I guess that is bigger.
It shows how close they are.
Yeah.
In a relationship.
It wasn't just a boyfriend.
No, he had clothes there, guys.
Yeah.
He had his own dresser drawer.
Oh, he loved that dresser drawer. So Armstrong used the alias Ari Martin when she met Teal Ackerson outside a tattoo shop, eventually exchanging numbers, he told the Austin America Statesman. After he took her to dinner one night, he leaned in for a kiss, but Ari just wanted to be friends, he told the newspaper. So he went for it, dodged a frickin' bullet.
Yeah, and she would have looked really bad.
Yeah, if she'd moved on already.
Yeah.
Because now you're just killing for fun.
Yeah, it's just it makes it seem like you didn't really hold the weight of your decision. You didn't really understand the full weight of it.
Right.
Yeah.
No. So we went on a couple of dates, but she said that she had just been through a real traumatizing breakup and she hadn't healed from it yet and wasn't ready to get close at all. He said, "Usually that's a blow-off line, but I think that's really true in this aspect."
Yeah.
The one time a woman is not lying to you about this.
Should I also mention I'm on the run?
Yeah. I am now a fugitivo.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. The pair smoked marijuana, and the fugitive talked about getting hallucinogenic mushrooms as well, he claimed. Oh, having a little spiritual moment, Yogi. So we went out to a bunch of different spots, but most of the time she wanted to kind of be in a secluded spot, Ackerson added. I didn't put any of it together. You wouldn't imagine it. No.
No, I'm sure she never saw herself as a jealous killer. Like, she probably had an anger issue, but now she's trying to understand what she just did.
Oh, so she wants to have that
well, she's being secluded.
hallucinogenic experience
yeah.
to figure out who she is as a person again?
Or just forget about everything she's done.
I don't think that's how hallucinogenics work.
That's fair. I don't know.
So, so police believe Armstrong fatally shot Wilson after the cyclist had spent the day in Austin with Armstrong's boyfriend and fellow cyclist Colin Strickland. Wilson, who was from San Francisco and staying at a friend's house ahead of a race, had dated Strickland last year, he later told cops. So police released Armstrong after she later sold her Jeep. Well, they released her. Oh, right. That's right. Not after they arrested her this time, back then. Because they talked to her about it. They said, hey, da-da-da-da-da-da, we want you in for questioning. And then they released her.
They released her, told her not to leave town, then she left town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is,
Yeah, it's interesting they didn't think of her as a flight risk.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Who would have thought that she would go through these measures?
Clearly she's an impulsive person.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't want me to kill your girlfriend, your thigh bitch.
I'm going to do it. I don't care about the repercussions at all.
Oh, well, this is Reverse World. Yeah, like, I hate it when you play this game, Diane.
Yeah.
So, cops later questioned Armstrong and showed her surveillance footage of a Jeep SUV matching hers at the scene of the crime. Police released Armstrong, and she later sold her Jeep for $12,000 and fled the country. First, she flew from Austin to Houston, then connected to New York City. Days later, she used someone else's passport to fly from Newark, New Jersey, to San Jose, Costa Rica. She bounced around.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta
she gave him a run for their money.
You gotta give her credit on that aspect. You know, she made it to Costa Rica. You wouldn't believe what actually was her downfall, too. It's gonna just
I'm
shock
super
you.
curious.
She eventually ended up in Santa Teresa, a remote Pacific coast town that's 130 miles from the nearest airport, the Statesman reported. It was there she was arrested after a 6-week manhunt, found living under aliases and with an altered appearance that may have included cosmetic surgery. She wore a bandage on her nose that she claimed was from a surfing injury and had a $6,350 receipt for a cosmetic surgery in another person's name among her possessions at the yoga retreat where she had stayed.
She did a yoga retreat?
Yeah.
Girl, that's the first place they're going to look for you.
Yeah.
You're a yoga enthusiast.
That was her downfall.
Oh. Yeah, I wonder if they, because the yoga world itself probably knows about her.
Yeah, it's probably huge in the yogi world.
Yeah, so that hotel just keeping an ear out for her name.
Yeah, you needed to change, maybe go to Taibo. Transition over.
Or like a town that has nothing to do with yoga.
Yeah.
A coal miner's town.
So I probably wouldn't have just stopped in Costa Rica. I probably would have just gone all the way to I would have just been like, I'm going to live in Australia now.
I don't know if she would have been able to successfully get a passport to do that.
She had a passport.
Oh, okay.
She went from, she made it to Costa Rica. She had a passport.
I would have moved to a town up north. She kept going south. That's where they expected her to go.
Everybody goes south. Nobody goes north.
Yeah, Canada, guys. Do it.
Nobody wants to go to Canada. So, the Statesman reported Costa Rican authorities centered on yoga resorts because of Armstrong's history. Smart. And because she was spotted on U.S. airport security with a yoga mat. You couldn't buy a new yoga mat? She was arrested at Don John's Surf and Yoga Lodge, where she had taught a few classes when the regular instructor was out, the Statesman reported.
Oh, man, girl.
You
had to change everything. Habits. You needed not just your image. You got to change your habits.
Until you change your image all the way. I think the only way you get away with this is if you get a couple face tattoos and shave your head.
Yeah. Wear all black. Heavy clothes.
Yeah. Yeah, but in Costa Rica, that's pretty hot.
Yeah, should have gone north.
So let's see here. After she was taken away, an Argentinian man she had met on a bus came into Don John's looking for work, according to the paper. I told them, I know Ari, he said. They said, no, you don't know Ari.
Man.
Nobody does, but Ari. Yeah, so yoga was her downfall. The thing she loved most in this world.
Should have gone into biking.
So, yeah, she was trying to cycle a little bit.
She was. She didn't like it.
Nah, it wasn't for her.
Well, that's the end of her on the run.
Yeah.
She gave him a good run for their money.
She did almost all the right things. Yoga let her down in the end. And she probably shouldn't have gone out with that dude. I would have just stayed to myself.
Yeah, you have to have some normal people tendencies, though, because people notice an overly recluse person, too.
Do they? I think that's the whole point of an overly recluse person.
Well, yeah, but then you're known for that, and then rumors go around of what makes you so recluse.
I'm pretty recluse.
Yeah.
Do people know that I'm recluse?
Well, if you go to Puerto Rico, I'm sure you'll look like an oddball and a recluse.
Fair.
Yeah.
Right. All right, fair enough. Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you for tuning in to another fantastic episode of Sheep. And as always,
stay classy out there, everyone.
There.